I adopted a dog after my boyfriend said he needed a break. Then he came back 6 weeks later expecting me to get rid of it. So my boyfriend Jake was going through some family drama and work stress, and one day he sits me down and says he needs to press pause on our relationship. I was like, what does that even mean? You can't pause a relationship like it's Netflix. He said he needed time to work on himself and was going to visit his family in Washington for a while. He asked me to respect that and give him space. The whole conversation felt like a breakup to me, but he kept using weird words like pause and break. I asked him directly if we were breaking up, and he just said he needed time to figure things out. Then he packed his bags and left the next day. After he left, I texted him a few times. Just normal stuff like asking if he made it there safely and to say hi to his mom for me. Radio silence. I tried calling and left a voicemail asking if he had actually broken up with me. Still nothing. I talked to my friends about it, and they all agreed he had ghosted me. My best friend Lisa said any guy who disappears without answering your texts has definitely dumped you, even if he didn't say the words. I was really depressed about it, and Lisa suggested I find a new hobby or something to distract myself. That's when I decided to get a dog. Jake is horribly allergic to pet dander. Like, he starts sneezing and his eyes water just being around cats or dogs. So the whole time we dated, getting a pet was completely off the table. But since he broke up with me, I figured why not? I went to the animal shelter and fell in love with this senior dog named Buster. He's this sweet old guy who just wants to lay his head in your lap while you watch TV. Perfect for someone going through a breakup. 6 weeks go by and I'm finally feeling better about everything. Buster and I have our routine down and I'm starting to move on. Then out of nowhere, Jake texts me saying he's back in town and coming over tomorrow to talk. I was so confused. I texted back asking what he was talking about. He said he was ready to unpause our relationship and wanted to discuss moving in together. I literally texted back, what relationship? He didn't answer. The next day he shows up at my door with flowers, talking about how he did all this self-reflection and was ready to move forward with his life path. He even mentioned looking at apartments together. Then he sees Buster and completely freaks out. His eyes immediately start watering and he's like, how could you get a dog when you know I'm allergic? This is so inconsiderate. I told him since he broke up with me, I didn't think his allergies mattered anymore. He got all offended and said he never broke up with me, that he just needed space. I said disappearing for 6 weeks without answering my texts is called ghosting, which is definitely breaking up. We went in circles arguing about whether ignoring someone counts as breaking up. He kept saying he told me he was pressing pause, and I kept saying that's the same thing as breaking up with extra steps. Finally, he had to leave because his allergies were acting up even though he was standing in my doorway the whole time. As he walked away, he yelled that getting the dog was a horrible act of disregard. I'm keeping Buster. If Jake wanted a say in my pet decisions, he shouldn't have ghosted me for 6 weeks.